What is up, everybody? It's time for another chatty drive. It is John here. Heather's not with me today, but I am approaching the quaint little town of Middlesboro, Kentucky. Yes, that sign says tunnel. Then we got this other sign here, says home of Lee Majors, a $6 million man. Okay, guys, sorry about that. My phone decided to act a little weird. There, get us adjusted here. So again, we're gonna take OneTake out of this because I had to restart. Hopefully there's not something wrong with it. It just kept going like a foggy looking screen and freezing. So I restarted my phone in hopes of it don't do it again. It looks like we may be good though. And as soon as I can get onto the road, I will. Everybody's just hanging out in this slow lane, perfectly spaced apart. I think we got it now. Anyways, unfortunate circumstances. Grandmother's sick in the hospital, so I went to see her today and decided, you know, I'll take you for a ride through Middlesboro, which is a cool little town. It actually sits in the middle of an ancient crater. And, you know, millions of years ago, a big meteor asteroid hit right here. You can see the mountains all around. It's hard to tell when you're standing here, but if you're ever in Middlesboro, Kentucky, just stand in town and look around. It's mountains all around, like you're in a bowl. And it's where a meteor had impacted the Earth a long, long time ago. Shout out to the high school football team, Yellow Jacks, undefeated so far this season. They have a young lady who is their kicker, who set a state record this year for the most points scored by a female on a football team, which I thought was pretty cool. But yeah, I figured I'd drive you all through this town, take you through the tunnel. My phone keeps tilting weird. I do apologize. Hopefully it'll stay. There we go. A little more straight. Excuse the sun glare coming through there a little bit. It is what it is. It's that time of day. But I love Middlesboro. I always enjoy driving through here. I always enjoy going through the tunnels. I remember when they built the tunnels, the old way went over the mountain through Cumberland Gap, and those tunnels saved a lot of time. A lot of time. There's a lot of cool stuff here in town. It's a cool little town to come visit. Like if you're ever passing through, like if you're I'll tell you a cool drive to make. If you're heading down 75 South going to Knoxville, right? I'd say take exit, I believe it's 25 or maybe 31. It's the 25E exit for Corbin, Kentucky. Take that exit, take a left, go through Barberville, Corbin, Barberville, and Pineville, and Middlesboro. And it'll take you on into Tennessee through Harrogate, Tazewell, Maynardville, and right straight into Knoxville. It's a really good drive. It really is. I highly recommend it. If you're not in a hurry and you want to just take the little bit of a longer way, not too bad, but you know, of course you're going through towns and stuff, not the interstate. So, but it is a pretty cool drive. This video is going to be a little shorter than I thought because traffic is not bad at all. I want to say it's like around 3 o'clock. This car keeps wanting to get over, but they don't. That's weird. Thought I already passed them once. Oh, they just don't have their signal. They just have their signal light on. That's what it is. There is a house here in town made completely of coal, which is fascinating. And they have a Bigfoot costume in one of the little museums here that was used in a few years back. There was a scandal where, this dude claimed he killed a Bigfoot and had it in a freezer and used different animal parts and put it inside of a Bigfoot costume and claimed that it was a frozen Bigfoot. And come find out it wasn't. And that costume's actually on a display here in town, which I find pretty fascinating. And we're about to go through the tunnel here in a minute. Like, this is pretty quick. I might just go ahead and take you guys through Harrogate as well, by the Lincoln Memorial Campus and all that. But yeah, Middlesboro's an awesome little town. Plenty of restaurants, plenty of fun things to do here. Eventually, I'm going to do a OneTake trip on this town for you all. And you have the Pinnacle, which is up on this big mountain here in front of me. You can go to the right here, this exit to the right, and you can go up to the top of the mountain and look over. You can see both sides of the tunnel. Speaking of said tunnel, let's talk about that for a minute. If you like conspiracy theories, there's some good ones with this one. It's the longest tunnel, I think, in East Tennessee, like drive tunnel, that is. It's over a mile long. You're going to see it while we're going through. And you'll see these big signs here that we're approaching. It says, proceed with caution. Hazmat trucks have to be escorted, so what they do is if there's a truck with any kind of, explosive chemicals, anything like that, that is hazardous material, they stop traffic, escort those through the tunnel, and then resume traffic the way it was. Now, the weird thing about that is there's tunnels all over the United States. They go through various mountains, various places. Some of them in major cities, like right in the middle of major cities. Washington, D.C. has a lot of tunnels that's under the city. This is one of the very few, and I don't know the numbers, but I know there's very few that actually stop and escort hazmat vehicles through it. Oh, sorry for that. See that light glare? And sorry for the dirty windshield, guys. I've been driving all day. Anybody knows how to fix that on iPhone? Please let me know. You can see like the weird glaring little reflections of light. I'd like to fix that if I can. But anyways, a lot of conspiracy theories people think that there's secret government facilities in this mountain because it is full of caverns. There's tons of caves in this mountain. And one person that worked on the tunnel said that they found a cave big enough to fly an airplane in. Well, I don't believe that. I think that's a little out there. That's reaching a little bit. But, I mean, it makes sense. Some of them say this is where they store the nuclear waste from Oak Ridge, the laboratory. There's a lot of different theories, so you'll go down the rabbit hole on it if you enjoy that stuff. There's a lot of crazy theories on this tunnel. But I remember as a kid when it opened and we got to go through it the first day. There was tons of people here. And even back then, they had the technology to send you a ticket in the mail with this tunnel. Like if you're not supposed to merge lanes or anything. I had an uncle who actually was like speeding and merging lanes in the tunnel, and he got a ticket in the mail for it later on. But anyways, that was it. That was the Cumberland Gap to Middlesboro, or Harrogate to Middlesboro tunnel. Cumberland Gap's right here as well, but you all have seen that. I love Cumberland Gap so much. It's one of my favorite little towns in Tennessee. And we're approaching Harrogate, which is the home of Lincoln Memorial University, and you'll see that coming up here soon. But I enjoy this drive. My grandmother just come from Harlan, Kentucky, which is where I was born, and I had to go see her. She's sick right now, and I enjoyed seeing her. I enjoy the drive, and figure I would make this little video for you guys because you seem to enjoy these quite a bit. There's a smudge there, I see. It's okay. We're good. But Harrogate's a cool little town too. If you want to move rural area to a rural area and be, Middlesboro's got pretty much anything you need there. This is the place, man. Property prices aren't outrageous. It's beautiful here. You'll see as we get to the other side of town, this is a gorgeous area. Rolling hills. You don't have too big of mountains, but all the hills are just rolling, beautiful. I mean, it's just, I love this place. I like being a little closer to Knoxville, personally, and so does Heather, so we stay down that way. You see there on the right, that's the Lincoln Memorial Museum. Cool museum, too. So, like I said, if you got a day to spare and you're heading towards Knoxville from Kentucky or anywhere, go this route. Get off at Corbin. I think it's exit 31 or 2. It says Highway 25E. That's when you want. And you want to go south. And there's tons of places. You can stop here at the Lincoln Memorial Museum. It's an awesome museum. They got all kinds of really cool stuff from back in the day. I think they even got Abraham Lincoln's bed they slept in, and just all kinds of cool stuff. I remember going there as a kid for a field trip. It was really neat. You got these little log cabins here. I need to actually go back and check it out. It's been a long time since I've been. But just look at this view right here. Till you're right there, it just continues on. It's just absolutely beautiful. And it's like this everywhere here. Good, safe, nothing crazy goes on. Good family, decent schools around here. Like I said, Middlesboro's just right through the tunnel. So you got your Walmart and all that stuff there. But then you got the quiet, peaceful. Like, this is as busy as it gets. I think that bank on the left up here is like the biggest building other than the college. The college probably is the biggest thing going on here. But just regular business-wise, that bank right there is probably the biggest building here. So I think that's pretty neat. And, I enjoy it here. But I think we are pretty much through Harrogate. I appreciate you guys joining me on this trip. I hope you enjoyed these videos. Please comment down below. I'd like to get the engagement up. I'll chat back with you. Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think of this place. Let me know somewhere else you want to see me do one of these videos. And again, I normally have Heather with me. She's over filming stuff around, but today I'm riding solo. But she'll be back soon. We got some more Smoky Mountain content coming your way. Excited about that. And I thank you guys so much. And I hope you have a great one. I'll see you on the next adventure.